Hi all, myself Dr. Khushbu Gulati and welcome to yet another section of Tarot Divinations. I hope you all are doing well. So as you all know, in the previous section, we had completed our sword suit, okay? Concluding it with the 10 of swords, okay? So in this section today, we'll start on with the another suit of the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, that is the Cup suit, okay? This is the second suit which we'll be discussing in the Minor Arcana section of, okay? So in the Cup suit also, as we had done in the Sword suit, we will first discuss the 4 court cards, okay? And after that, we will move on to the cards which have numbers on them, starting from 2 to 10, and then completing the cycle on the 10 of Cups, okay? So today let's start with the King of Cups as our first court card, which is the highest card in the hierarchy, okay, among the court cards. So let me show you. This is the King of Cups, okay? Now the King of Cups, as you can see in the card itself, the king is sitting in his power. He is confident, he has authority, he is in an authoritative position, and he's sitting confidently on his throne, okay? So the King of Cups, it means that whenever King of Cups comes up in a reading, okay, whether you are asking a question about yourself or whether about another person, so the King of Cups mostly means that you are dealing with a person whose zodiac sign is Cancer, or there is Cancer, there's an element of Cancer, okay? The zodiac sign Cancer, it's not necessary that it should be his or her sun sign, whatever it is, that can be present in his natal chart or his synastry chart as well, okay? So you are dealing with a person who's basically a Cancerian, okay? And this can also mean that, see, the cup suit, it basically contains all the 3 water elements, okay, the 3 watery signs of all the 12 zodiac signs, that is the Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio, okay? So the Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio, they come under the category of the cup suit, okay? So whenever you are asking about the King of Cups refers to the sign of Cancer, okay? So the king, he is confident, he is mature, he takes good decisions, and he's sitting confident on his throne. He's sitting in his power. He has a lot of authority with him. And the best thing about this king is that he is quite vulnerable, okay? He's quite emotional. He likes to, he likes to show his, emotional side, and while not being too vulnerable, okay? He knows how to contain his emotions and how to express them in a balanced manner. That is the beauty of the King of Cups, okay? He's a person, as he is the king, he's sitting in power, so he has to maintain his authority as well. He has to keep a check on his emotions, on his or her emotions, whatever be the gender, it doesn't matter. So so that they don't go like too afar, okay, or they don't go out of his or her hold, okay? So he or she knows how to balance it, how to balance the emotions, okay, and show it very beautifully, okay? So being vulnerable as well as being in balance at the same time. So this is what is the King of Cups about. And it's the King of Cups knows how to give to the people who are important to him, okay, or the people who are an important part of his life. He knows how to give to them. He knows the worth and the importance of those people in his life, okay? So this is what is the King of Cups is majorly about. So you just see the card, okay? So The King of Cups, it basically is a person who stands in its power, and he is openly emotional and quite vulnerable, but he also holds its cup very high, okay? And he's full of love. He has a lot of gratitude, and no matter how rocky those waves are, I think you can see the waves here in the card. The king is sitting on a throne, but the waves uh, uh, which uh, which are surrounding him, they are very rocky, okay? They are not like calm waves. They are very rocky waves. They are very turbulent waves, okay? So it doesn't matter how these situations are in his life, even if they are rough, but still he sits in his power, and no matter how emotional things get, he's always in his power and control, and he's always ready to support his loved ones, okay? And he's very supportive, especially on an emotional level. And emotions are very hard to express, but what I really admire is the fact that the king is able to do that very, very openly. And being emotional, being vulnerable, being able to express your emotions, it is one of the best things, and it is one of the beautiful things to do. So the king of cups is very, very hold holds high regard in this matter, okay? That he can openly express his emotions, his love to the people who matter to him. So this also represents some openings and a lot of maturity as well. When it comes to this card, if it like pops up in readings, okay, then it shows a lot of emotional maturity, okay, that a person is emotionally mature, not too reserved, okay, with his emotions, and neither too you know uh, open and blunt with his emotions, but balanced, okay? That means being emotionally mature. So, and a lot of openness when it comes to emotions. So when this card pops up, it means that you are dealing with a person who is balanced with respect to emotions, who sits in his power, and who is authoritative but loving, okay? And who holds a lot of importance to the people who matter in his life, okay? So this is what the King of Cups is all about, and it basically represents the sign of Cancer, okay? So this is what the King of Cups is all about. Now we'll move on to the Queen of Cups, okay? So as you know that the king and the queen, they are counterparts, they are the divine couples, and this is the pair which is present in each and every suit, okay? Be it sword, be it cups, be it pentacles, or be it wands. So as I have already told you, if such pairs appear together in a reading, so this means that you are dealing with a situation or a person who is your perfect match, who is your perfect fit, who is, like made for you, and something divine, okay, within both of you is definitely there, okay? That is a the hand of a divine or a divinely presence is there between the between you both, okay? So you can say that maybe you are dealing with a soulmate, you are dealing with a twin flame, you can give it whatever name you can according to your situation, but it is a divine couple, and it is a made in heaven couple, okay? So this is the Queen of Cups, okay? So the Queen of Cups, whenever this card pops up, you can like this means that you are dealing with a person who either has Cancer or Gemini, either in his sign astri or natal chart, or maybe the zodiac sign, okay? So this card indicates the signs of Cancer and Gemini, okay? So I know you will say that Gemini is an air sign, so how can it uh, be associated with the Queen of Cups? But it really doesn't matter, okay? There are many instances and many cards, okay, where it's not necessary that the particular card will be associated with that particular zodiac sign only, or with that particular element only. It can be associated with any other zodiac sign as well, okay? Now see, definitely out of those three signs, one sign would be associated. Like suppose we are like dealing with a cup suit and we are dealing with a water based energy in this section. So definitely out of those three zodiac signs, that is Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio, one or the other zodiac sign will definitely be associated with a particular quote card or whatever card it is. Okay, but other zodiac sign or a zodiac sign from another element can also be associated with any other element, okay, or with any other suit. It's not necessary that only that particular element will be associated with that particular suit. Okay, so like as I have told you just now, that in the Queen of Cups, Cancer as well as Gemini, a person can contain Cancer in his chart or even can contain Gemini in his chart. Okay, or maybe even the zodiac signs for that matter. Okay, so this is the Queen of Cups and it is the divine counterpart of the King of Cups. Okay, so the Queen of Cups is a very gentle energy. Okay, she's also queen, so she's definitely authoritative. She sits in her power and she is confident. She takes mature decisions and she is very, compassionate, kind. Okay, and she has deep feelings, she has deep emotions, and she's able to express them openly. And she is even quite empathetic because she is herself emotionally vulnerable. She is able to express her emotions quite well, so she is also able to understand other people's emotions as well. Okay, so she is quite receptive to other people's emotions, and she's quite like empathetic and kind and compassionate and giving and nurturing in nature. Okay, so these are the characteristics and traits of the Queen of Cups. See, so she's the counterpart to the King of Cups, and she's very, very emotionally vulnerable. She's kind of, you can see she's hanging her neck down, okay, in the card. So she's very intuitive as well, and she thinks a lot, okay. She contemplates a lot, and she's very emotionally invested in a lot of things. She's emotionally invested in people, places, things, and owns that emotional sense and is very, very balanced doing so. Okay, so she's also very, very emotionally balanced, as similar to the King of Cups. Okay, they both are emotionally balanced, they both are kind and compassionate as well as loving. Okay, so of course she's a queen, and I love this queen as well because she has so much power, and even being powerful, she's so emotionally vulnerable. She's emotionally open and she owns that emotional sense. She's very empathetic as well because she can understand other people's emotions and feelings. So she owns up to that vulnerable side. She shows her vulnerable side quite well, and having that sort of empathetic side essentially. Okay, and it's a really beautiful card. If you get this card in a reading, it's like really beautiful. The King of Cups as well as the Queen of Cups, both are very, very beautiful and very divine cards to have. And it's like you are lucky if you get these two cards in a combination together in one of your readings. That means it is a divine situation. And if you get this card in relation to a person, this means that the other person is quite emotionally expressive, and that person has deep emotions and deep feelings for you, and that person loves you a lot, and that person wants to invest in you for a lifetime. Okay, so these two cards, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, they are like really beautiful to have. They have a wonderful, wonderful energy associated with them, and they are like both of them are power couples. Both of them are sitting in power, and they are like emotionally vulnerable as well as balanced, and they like to take mature and balanced decisions. Okay, so this is all for today, I suppose. We have discussed the two court cards from the topmost hierarchy, the King of Cups, and then comes the Queen of Cups. Okay, now in the next video we will be discussing the next two remaining court cards, and then we will be moving on to our numbered cards. Okay, after that. So in the next video we will be discussing the Knight of Cups, and after that the Page of Cups. Okay, so I think that's all for today, and please watch all the videos and take a uh, take a look at what has been taught in my earlier videos which I have uploaded on my channel. And please do like, share and subscribe my channel and help me grow. And hit on the notification button so that whenever I upload a new video you can have it then and there only. You can have the new video and all the latest notifications whatever I upload. And that's all for today. Take care. We'll meet soon. Bye bye.